Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a review this time. Sorry about my community tab post. There was really something going on with my mom. She's not doing so well, but um, thoughts and prayers is what I'm trying to tell my audience because it's just one of those messed up Thursdays, I guess you could say, Thursday nights. So yeah, I think it'll get better. It's just I gotta think positive. So, I'm returning to you for a review for the Pretty Reckless and their new compilation album, Other Worlds, that I'm gonna be reviewing for you guys tonight. So, I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for Pretty Reckless's new release, Other Worlds, and let you know my thoughts on it. So, let's dive into this review. Now, basically, it starts with Got So High remix, and that's not a bad remix. Not really hating how it's sounding overall. It's just, yeah, it's not a bad song. The mixture and the production in this song is not so bad. Taylor Momsen's vocals is pretty solid, so I'm not really hating it. Just has some weak tendencies with how it's sounding overall, but other than that, I don't hate this song. It's good in its own way, so 4.5 out of 5. Loud Love was a little decent. It's one of the weakest songs on this uh, release or whatever. I think it's a compilation album, is what they were saying. It's full of cover tracks and alternative tracks or something like that. But basically, yeah, Loud Love just had some annoying pitches from Taylor Momsen, in my personal opinion. I just wasn't connecting with how she was singing the track. I don't hate this band. I think they're a solid band. I have one of their albums, Death by Rock and Roll, the latest one they had back in 2021. So basically, I'm s- I haven't really returned to that album to be honest, but it's an album I'd probably listen to again and give it the benefit of the doubt again because it's been a while since I listened to that album. But still, 4 out of 5 for Loud Love. I just wasn't feeling for the track. The Keeper is a solid track. It has good acoustic work in it, and Taylor Momsen sounds good mostly in this track. There's some cringe-worthy moments that she has with her vocal potential, but other than that, I was kind of connecting with this song, so 4.5 out of 5. Quicksand is another solid track. Not sure if I like it or not, but I think it's good in its own way. Um, has some strong acoustic work in it, and just Taylor Momsen's vocals are solid. So, yeah, 4.5 out of 5. 25 acoustic. When I originally heard the official track, it grew on me, but I wouldn't call it the best song I've ever listened to. And the acoustic track made me realize, oh, this track wasn't as memorable as I thought, but it's solid. So, yeah, the 25 acoustic song is a good song in its own way. It just has some weak moments with how Taylor Momsen is singing the track and the Glass of My Intentions lyric with the way she's singing it with her vocal pitch. I don't know if I'm liking that. It made me cringe a bit. So 4.5 out of 5. Only Love Can Save Me Now acoustic. Pretty good track. Um really like this one. It's a step in the right direction with the acoustic, and enjoyed the original track itself. So, really like this song with what it's going for acoustic wise. It is an acoustic version of the track, but it does very well with what it's going for. So, 5 out of 5. Death by Rock and Roll acoustic is another good acoustic cover, I guess you could call it. And really like how Taylor Momsen is singing the track majority wise. So there's not really much disappointing moments in this track. And I enjoyed the original version too off the Death by Rock and Roll album. So 5 out of 5. Halfway There is a solid track. Um, some of the verses are a little weak on this song, but the chorus has its strong moments, so it's not bad, but it's not something I'd go crazy for with this track. So 4.5 out of 5. What's so funny about Peace, Love, and Understanding is a solid track too. Not sure if I'm connecting with it, but there's some good moments from this track with the instrumentation, and Taylor Momsen's vocals is pretty solid. So it's not the best vocal potential, but it's something. So 4.5 out of 5. Harley Darlin' is a solid track. That song has grown on me a bit, not to the point where I really love the track, but to the point where I think it's solid. So 4.5 out of 5. The original song, probably bump it up to a 4.5 because I think I remember giving it a 4 out of 5 when I reviewed the album last year. I can't remember honestly. It's been almost 2 years since I reviewed that album, so hopefully you enjoyed that review, even though it was on my phone at the time. So, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for Harley Darling Acoustic. It sounded good acoustic wise. And finally, the original version to Got So High is the final track on this Other Worlds release. And it's solid. Not hating it, it's just very mellow. Even the remix version was mellow too, just had a beat to it. But still, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's good in its own way, just has some weak moments with the melody and how it's sounding overall. So overall, in my opinion, I think the Pretty Reckless Other Worlds production, mixing, and execution wise, I think it's a good listen. Just has some weak moments from time to time. So overall, in my opinion, I think Other Worlds by the Pretty Reckless, their new release, their compilation album, I guess you could call it, was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out when it comes out at midnight tonight. And first score for me, I'm giving the Pretty Reckless's Other Worlds release for this compilation album. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's not the worst thing I've heard, so, but it's not going to be on my best albums, but it'll be on my decent to good albums. So that's something. So it's a good album in its own way, or a good release in its own way, I guess you could say. So it's not technically an album, but it's a compilation album because it's mostly acoustic cover songs and some alternate version songs. So I think that's what they wanted to do with this. I thought it was going to be an EP, but it's I'm just gonna call it a release or recording or whatever because that's what most people specify it as nowadays. So yeah, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of this, the Pretty Reckless Other Worlds compilation album. If you enjoyed it and listened to this album, or this compilation album if you listen to it. And if you enjoyed my review for Pretty Reckless Other Worlds compilation album review, comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this review. I'm probably just going to call it Other Worlds review because I don't know what the release is specifying under. It's either compilation, because Wikipedia was saying compilation for this release and all that, so I'm just gonna call it a release. So yeah, tap a like on this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I just wanted to post something on my community tab about what was going on with me in my personal life. So there was a lot of stuff going on today, and my mom wasn't doing too good, but I'm hoping she makes a full recovery, and hopefully things will get better towards the end of the year. Because, yeah, 2022 has been a little bit of a mess, in my opinion. It's not the greatest year. Musically, it's been pretty strong, but most likely in my personal life, I don't know, I've just been dealing with a lot this year, and mental health wise, it's been meh, sort of this year, but still, I'm gonna be returning to you for Alicia Keys' Santa Baby album review, and then I'll do Phoenix's Alpha Zulu album review. That might be tomorrow, is when you'll possibly see it. But until then, stay safe, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed the Pretty Reckless Other Worlds review that I did for you guys for this compilation album and its release and all that, because it is coming out at midnight for this Pretty Reckless Other Worlds release review. And not the review itself, just the release itself. Because there's only going to be 11 songs on this whole release, so definitely tune into this and check this out for yourself to see what you think of it. So stay safe, take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed this review, and as always, I will see you in my next review.